Getting married is a whole different ball game. Like, trust me, it's suddenly not about you anymore. It's now about us. And I personally feel that there are certain experiences that I had before getting married that I'm very grateful for. And I feel that some of those experiences, if not all, are experiences that single people should have before they get married, or people, generally humans, should have before they get married. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 10 things that I think you should do before you get married, or at least try to do before you get married. Let's get started. Let me introduce you. Hi, how's it going? Hey, if it's your first time here, my name is Adenike or Olori Esho. On this channel, I create content that relates to love and marriage and lifestyle. So if you're interested in those, then please subscribe to the channel and thumbs up the video. Also, let me know down below in the comment section that you are a first-time subscriber, all right? Thank you. Please keep in mind that these 10 things that I'm going to be sharing with you, they are not the gospel, okay? They're not, I mean, some of them kind of are, but I just believe that these things just helps shape you into a better being as a person, and then it helps make you a better husband or a better wife eventually when you do get married, if that is what you want, all right? I'll also give you a bonus tip, so make sure to stick around for that one. Number one, and this one might be controversial. Let me know what you think about this one. Date and have relationships whilst you're young. Like just date. I'm not saying to, go and be sleeping around. That's not what I'm saying. No, that is not what Adenike is saying. No. Courtship. Let me put it that way. Don't get me saying Adenike said. Adenike did not say. But just date, have relationships, both friends and whatnot, meet people, generally meet all kinds of people, especially when you are in your 20s, you are in that space of time where you're figuring out who you are as a person. So you need to meet different kinds of people, just, interact, dates. That way you know what you want, you know how you want to be loved, you understand how different people love differently. I'm not saying again do it in a clean and in a respectful manner, but just have relationships with people, meet people and date and explore and be okay. This one, I don't even know how else to explain it, but I know you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Oh, before I go on to number 2, please keep in mind that it's absolutely possible for you to marry your high school sweetheart. It's possible for you to date that one person and that's the love of your life, and you guys go ahead and get married and live happily ever after. That's absolutely possible. I'm not saying that until you date around before you find that person. No, I'm just saying if you so happen to have different dating experiences before you finally find the person you want to settle with, then that's great, because that has helped you experience different types of loving, and now you know, okay, this is who you are, this is how you know to show love, and this is how you want to be loved in return. Number 2, this one I kind of already mentioned before in one of my videos. Live alone if you can, or if you can't, then live with roommates. This I feel is very, very essential, and it helps you learn independence and build independence, because when you're living alone, you're responsible for your rent, your bills, your cooking, your food, you're responsible for so many things, and your time. So it helps you learn responsibility. How do you handle living alone? How are you clean? Are you a dirty person? Do you understand how it just helps you build yourself? And if you can't afford to live alone, then you can have like flatmates or something. Just try to live, if you can, try to live away from your parents and your family members. I did for many years, and it was one of the best experiences of my life, just living by myself. In fact, I moved to a completely different city at some point, like see ya. And I just moved out just because I wanted to have that alone experience and experience the world from my own perspective. And see, I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world. I didn't make the best of choices then, but I learned and it helps me be better. Number 3, be financially independent before you get married. You want to try handling your finances, managing, and it comes hand in hand with, living alone, I think, because when you have a job, you're paying bills, you're paying rent, you're managing money. It helps you become financially responsible. So have a job, learn how to manage your finances, learn what you should spend and shouldn't spend on. I think when you're able to build that part of yourself and you're eventually now getting married, it also contributes to having a healthier marriage. Number 4, this one is for people who are probably in a very, very serious relationship, or you're engaged to someone already. Congratulations, by the way. If you fall into that category and you already haven't experienced this, then you want to try to get into some sort of argument with your spouse, with your partner before you guys get married. And this is why. There are some courtships that lead into marriage while still in the honeymoon phase, and so you guys haven't really had like conflicts or disagreements or misunderstandings, and you're going into marriage thinking, oh my gosh, it's going to be so rosy. You don't want to go into marriage thinking like that, because like I've always said, marriage comes with its own challenges. So if you argue with someone, you learn how that person handles conflict, manages disagreement, manages conflict. You learn how the person reacts. Is the person just going to immediately shut you down, or is the person going to allow you to express yourself and hear you out, or are you going to immediately shut that person down and you don't give room for that person to have a say in whatever the disagreement is about? Like, you want to understand how the person you're with handles conflict. Do they go crying on social media about how their life is horrible just because you guys had a fight? Just so that whatever the issues are with that conflict resolution process, you're able to start working on it and start finding solutions to it before you guys get married. Number 5, this one, oh my gosh, like I would not trade you for anything in the world. You need to travel. You need to see the world, especially if you can afford it. If you can't afford expensive trips or going to multiple countries, then go to neighboring ones. Even if it's Cameroon, even if it's going to a resort, just take yourself on a journey and have experiences. I traveled to so many countries before I got married, and I met so many people. I went to South Africa, and whilst in South Africa, I met Kenyans, I met South Africans. I went to Paris, I went to Dubai, and most of these trips weren't even paid for by me. Yeah, they were sponsored one way or another, maybe through events or competitions or whatever. You can set yourself up like that for situations where maybe even your office sponsors you to go for a training. I went for a training in London at some point, so I had so many experiences that I'm just really, really grateful for. Travel experiences. So you need to see the world as much as you can. It's not because you won't be able to see the world after you get married. It's because now it's not just about you anymore. It's not about yourself and your partner. And then maybe you guys even now have kids immediately after getting married, so it's getting more and more expensive to be able to travel together as a family compared to when you were just on your own. So as much as you can, just travel the world. Number 6, you want to nurture your friendships. As you grow older, you start to either make certain friends or lose certain friends. But when you find those friendships that are very when you find those friendships that are very, very beneficial to you and you are being beneficial to them, you want to nurture those friendships. You want to build friendships with people that can go the distance with you, people that understand where you're going, people that can support you and pray for you and help you as you go on that journey called life. So build friendships as you go along, even before you get married. Don't go through life in isolation. Man was not created to be isolated. Okay, isolation is not a good thing. I can do it on my own. I can be bad all by myself. Yeah, glory be to God. But man was not created to be isolated. So nurture those friendships that you have around you right now and just make sure they are healthy friendships as you go along the journey. Number 7, you need to learn how to cook. Okay, whether you're a guy or a girl, before you get married, you need to learn how to cook. You need, not because you're trying to prepare yourself for someone or you're trying to make yourself marriageable for someone, nah, but because you want to be able to survive on your own. I believe that cooking is a very, very essential and survival skill, okay, for human beings generally as a whole. So whether you're a man or a woman, you want to learn how to cook, even if it's just the basics. I'm not saying be a chef and be able to throw it down non-stop in the kitchen, but at least, you know, be able to boil egg and cook rice and do stew, something. Be able to survive on your own without having to depend on fast foods or street foods, whatnot. Number 8, as I mentioned earlier, the moment you get married, things start becoming more expensive. You start realizing, oh, you have to spend on this, you have to spend on that. It's not just about you anymore. Maybe you are the woman and then you get pregnant. So before you get married, focus on your education. If you are someone that's very big on education and you have these plans, like pursue those plans. Don't suddenly put your education on hold just so you can get married. The two can cohabit together, getting married and being in school. My mother did it successfully. Okay, it was hard, but she did it anyway. So you don't want to put yourself in that kind of situation. So whilst you're still single, before you get married, focus on your education. Go to school, do your masters. If you want to do your PhD, go ahead, you know, succeed, excel in your career. Just don't make marriage the ultimate, because it is not. And having all these educational experiences will also make you a better person, like I said, and it also puts you on the right path. So you know you're living a fulfilled life and you're not giving things up that you greatly desire. So whilst you're single, before you get married, focus seriously on your education. Number 9. Yeah, this one is extremely important. Very, very important. You want to pursue purpose, passion, and destiny whilst you're still single, because that is when you're very young and active and you want to know what you're living for. What were you created for? I was still single, okay, went to school, did NYSC, went to law school, practiced law, was like, oh, you know, now I'm done, I want to move to Nigeria to go and do media, move to Nigeria. Like, I wasn't saying, oh, I want to get married. Where do I need to be in order to get married? Nah. And that was something I learned from one of my pastors. Shout out to Pastor Femi. Hi, Pastor Femi. Pastor Femi was visiting in Atlanta when I was in Atlanta one time. And then he asked me what my plans were after graduating law school. And I was like, oh, I don't know, that, you know, I really would like to get married. And so I'm not sure where I should be in order to be able to access marriage. And he was like, no. He was like, that is the wrong approach. That marriage shouldn't be what controls my life. It should be passion and purpose and destiny. That marriage will easily fit itself in regardless of where I am. See, I held on to those words and I just pursued my dreams head on with all tenacity, and then it was in the process that marriage happened. So don't say I can't drive this car because, oh, it's not going to allow me to find a husband. I can't buy this house or live in this house. Sis, listen, okay, life is for the living and tomorrow is not guaranteed. Yeah, so buy that car and drive it today. Buy that house and live in it today. The marriage that is yours will work itself into your life easily, without complications, and with peace of mind. I've already talked about this in another video. So you want to live your dreams, pursue your purpose, pursue your passion, pursue your destiny, because it's in that place that person is going to meet you. It's in the process of doing those things that person is going to meet you, and the person will understand what you are about, what your life is about, and the person will be able to say, oh, you know what, I want this for you as well. I support you, I pray for you. So that is what you want. You just don't want to be sitting around waiting for marriage to happen. What if it doesn't happen? What if it happens later than expected? What if it happens with the wrong person? God forbid. Do you understand? So live your life for you whilst you can. Number 10. This is the most important and extremely crucial point that you guys need to pay attention to. Remember, I said I have a bonus tip, so I'm not done just yet. Number 10. You want to develop a serious relationship, an intimate relationship with God whilst you are still single. The Bible says, remember your Lord God in the days of your youth. That's when you are most agile and active and you have the most energy, and it's in the place of service that you are going to find a reward. I promise you. So you want to serve, you want to be active, you in church, you want to be a worker, not because you are looking for something or some sort of recognition, but just because that is the time when you can serve. When you start having 1, 2, 3 kids and you get married and all of that, your attention starts becoming divided and you start getting more responsibilities, until those children grow up and go again before you have time. So whilst you can serve, develop a relationship with God, pray, just walk with God and let everything work together for you. Okay? Now to my bonus tip. Oh, before I give you my bonus tip, have you subscribed yet? Please subscribe to the channel if you aren't. Is this not fun? Trust me. There are other exciting content on the channel, so you want to check those out as well. Please subscribe. Okay? Thumbs up the video. Thank you. Oh, also, let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section on all these tips. And if you have your own tips, then please share. Let us learn from one another. All right? Now on to the bonus tip. The bonus tip is, before you get married, you want to learn from your past mistakes. Remember what I said earlier when I said that living alone was one of the best times of my life. However, I didn't particularly make the best of choices during those periods. I had a lot of growing that I needed to do. And I didn't make the best of choices, financially, educationally, emotionally. It was a journey that I had to learn, even spiritually as well. But I learned as I went along. So make sure you learn from your mistakes as you grow, from your past mistakes even before you get married. You don't want to carry your past experiences, past choices, past mistakes into your marriage. Learn from them. Let them help you be better, be a better individual and a better husband or wife to your partner. All right? Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. You know how much I love you. Subscribe once again. Thumbs up the video. Let me know your thoughts, like I always say, down below in the comment section. Check out my other videos. Don't leave YouTube. Watch more of me. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much. You know how we do it. I pray God blesses you, your home, your marriages, your relationships, but most importantly, I pray God blesses you. Remain in God and God bless you. See you again very soon. Mwah. Bye. Spirit fingers. Bye.